Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We're sat at our little trucking depot we've got here because I forgot to actually add the trucks on last time out. We had the money for it. Yes, we do have some time though, don't we? Yeah, we've got a lot of stores and they'll just be empty if we did speed it up now. So a little bit of time, thankfully, and we can get that line rate up today. And while we're waiting for some money to come in, we'll sit and watch that. But once we've got that money, we can head over and get our steel mill hooked up. And that will be ready for some trains, won't it? Some new trains. I've also added that mod I said I would add, which allows us to place the in-game assets on the track. Not the assets, the in-game wagons as assets on the track. So it doesn't require any downloading of extra models and things like that. So I'm trying to keep the mods very streamlined. When I go back to recreations, that's a different story. That'll be very heavy on mods, and chunky mods they will be too. And lovely ones. UI is up. We've got to sort this out, haven't we? We're broke again. That's fine though, because we've got lots of trains. I think 5, haven't we? That are all big money earners. Yes, we're going to be absolutely fine with that. We seem to have spent 6.7 million on building track. I think most of that was scenery work, wasn't it? And it was pointed out in the comments. Yes, I'm out of practice, as you can possibly tell. I did something in the previous episode and didn't utter a word. But it was caught. Yeah, over here. There was no official episode said. So I'll rectify that the next time we do it. In fact, we have a candidate right here. There we go. No, we're broke. Never mind. We will official episode that at some point. I will remember, guys. Anyway, yes. Where are our trains? Do we have anybody who's going to be paying us out soon? We were on a train that was heading up the Helix, weren't we? And yeah, there's that guy that was waiting for us at the top if you stayed until the end of the previous episode. That guy was sat in this siding up here. We've got another one. Yeah, they're a bit bunched up at the moment, aren't they? Oh no, that's us. Guys, that is us. I got turned around. You're heading upwards, aren't you? Yeah, you're heading up to meet this guy who's waiting for you patiently up here. Well, that's good because he's going to have a bit of a payout. The one we were on was empty, which means there must be a full one on the way down because it seems to be every other train has the fuel on it. There we go. Yeah, 111. That's going to be a payday and a half. That will mean we can sort out our trucks without having to take any more loan out. How did we sit? 9 million still in the bank. Well, not in the bank, as an available loan. Although we're 3.3 in the red as well on top of that. But still a bit of wiggle room. I don't know how much it's going to cost us to get down here. It's probably less than what we did around here. There was a lot of terraforming, especially this area. But I think worth it. I don't know if the assets... Let me just show you them. Yeah, I'm not sure if these assets actually cost money. I don't think they do. That's lovely, isn't it? They shouldn't do. Hopefully they have no payments either. Maintenance costs. It has both the European and the American assets in it. So a selection of both, and you can use it for both as well. We got these on at the moment on the back of our train. So these will be just sat here as scenery as though we're building a consist. It does have a way to shift them backwards and forwards along the track so that the knuckles align there. There we go. So it'll be like a 2, wouldn't it? So there you go. You can have them. Well, you can if you can get it lined up correctly. But there you go. They actually connect properly. But that's something we can do just to sceneryify everything up. Yeah, there's also left and right as well of the track which spins it around. There we've got them in different... it's the other way around. Look at that. And does it matter? I don't think so. We've got a steel mill that just opened over at Beaumont. Really? That's all the way up north, isn't it? That could be quite useful, couldn't it? We've got another steel mill there as well. And we've got some coal and iron here. A little truck route. would be fine just there, wouldn't it? Yeah, if they decide they're going to close, we'll set up a little truck route just to keep those going, a little bit like what we did with our stone up here, which is going all right, isn't it? They're just trundling along, making us a bit of money. How much money? Goodness me, that's all right, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, you're not really doing anything. No. But you are making us money. Do you store it here, or do you just consume it as soon as it comes in? They seem to be consuming it and sending it off, shall we say, to a competitor, perhaps. But we're getting the money for sending the stone in there. I was hoping for a big old supply there, but that ain't going to be the case, is it? No. Where is the money train? It's not this one. This one's... No, it is this one. There we go. We got one there. That's the one we were looking at. We've got that one that's on the way back that is empty. That was the one we rode at the end of the last episode. We don't care about planes. Not yet anyway. You're only on the way down just now. It's such a lovely long route. If I manage to get this uploaded, you'll have a good few minutes on this ride, and it's very pleasant. Is that the one we were on? Yeah, that's the one we were on. We should have 2 heading north, shouldn't we? And 2 heading south all the time. Although you're going to be waiting up here. This is fine though. That's how it all works, isn't it? I think what we'll do eventually is double these up once we've got the steel up and running, because we're going to have better frequency on our money coming in with these 2, and then big paydays with nice long trains. Heading down the corridor, which is probably accurate. We'd have shorter trains doing this sort of semi-shunting service of this stretch of the corridor, and then some nice long trains that are picking stuff up all the way from the north and taking it south. We'd probably need some more buildings on here, but we can make that look the part, can't we? We can have lots and lots of big storage buildings. Let's just quickly pause that. We've got $1 million in the bank. Did you just pay us out? Was it your payday, or was it the train up here that's also paid out? You've just got here. I'm not sure if you paid out yet. I don't think you've paid out. Well, this could be a hefty payday. There we go. 8.6 million of our own money that we could possibly spend on this expansion right now. We've got our train parked next to these. Are they different sizes? No, they're just shifted along a little bit. So what we've been doing is building a consist here ready. I guess what we could do then is add at least a couple more trucks on this line. Well, there you go. The line rate's actually gone up. We might have just seen it after the initial pause, because time hasn't moved that far, has it? No, we haven't progressed that much at all. So yeah, there we go. When we looked at it last time out, it was 50 something, wasn't it? We still need, I think, 70. So maybe just one extra truck on there doing that. I think that'll be fine, wouldn't it? Yeah, 63. Yeah, why not? We'll duplicate one more. We can afford it. We've got plenty of money in the bank. Now we'll let you come out. Now, what are you estimating? 83? That should be fine, shouldn't it? That means, unexpectedly, we can build straight away down to here. What I'd like to do then is figure out, yeah, we're sunk down. I'd prefer not to go down any further, because what we've got to think about, this main line is going to run up all the way to Montgomery, which is up a bit of a hill. We've also got to cross this river, so we don't really want to be sea level, which would be where the water is, the top of the water. Always sea level where water is. That's how Transport Fever does its water. So we're going to, I guess, run that way. We don't need this, do we? None of that. But we should be up on this hill, possibly. Let's have a look at the heights, because if we can avoid going down all the way, then it's less of a grade as well from our station up there at Palmdale. So let's have a look-see at the contours. This bit here is the same height. In fact, it could be flat. Is that true? Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That might be nice. If we can keep this flat at 14 here, we can have a perfectly flat route between the steel mill and Palmdale. We can make our way up this way then, I think. Would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Drift out a little bit, get us a little bit of a height, and then an impressive bridge. It'll be quite slow. We're going to have to do a wiggle somewhere, whether it's up here or up around there. It's... how high is Montgomery? Montgomery's 80 odd meters up there. I guess we could have a delivery a bit lower and then work our way up. That's grand. That's miles away. We've got ages to wait for that. We are going to pause the date. It's been decided. A few of you enjoyed the idea of having some steam a little bit longer. And I agree. What are you looking for? We're going to need some terraforming. This is where most of our money will be spent. Strength maximum. We're going to need this back up a second. Where is our 14 meter mark? Because I would love it to be 14. There. If I do that, is that 14? It is just there. In fact, let's put it on square and we can smooth it off later. We need it a little ways from the steel mill because we've got to fit the station buildings in. And we've also got to fit in... is that all 14? Yeah. We've also got to fit in the track and then the road down to the station itself. No, not the station, the steel mill. Right, so we've got 14 meters. That's lovely. It's going to be absolutely massive. We're actually cutting in a bit there. We're sort of moving the ground around. What sort of angle do we need? We've got to be at that sort of angle, but then we've got to curve round because we don't want to be... Could we head across there? Here? I mean, that would be doable. That would give us a nice long climb, wouldn't it? But we'd need to be at this angle. Yeah? Is that too much of an angle for a bridge? I don't think so. I think we can get away with that. Alright, so we're going to go around here. This is mostly flat anyway. Yeah, oh, I do like that. Let's do that. As long as this is 14 meters. Yeah, we've cut into the hillside a little bit there. We are going to have to curve round here. We'll get rid of that main connection and put it back in as a bridge, I think. Or even a level crossing might work because this is all going to be nice and level. That's the plan anyway. This is going to be a monster of a station. I'm hoping. Maybe. Now, I might put 2 platforms, one either side for this. We're going to have the main station this side. The main platform this side and then another one here. If we do go across here, I mean, we have more coal just across the river there. In fact, we have a lot of coal up there, don't we? That's going to be a pain to get down though. It might even be trucked down. Yeah, let's get this station up and running. It's going to be a fairly decent length. We'll go with 240 and we just need one because we're going to build the rest. We're not going to need catenary for the longest time. We don't want the station itself too close to the river, do we? We want a little bit of a run up to the river. Doesn't matter how close to the steel mill we are because it matters to a degree, but not as far as money's concerned. There we go. We'll do that. And before we go building it all up and making it look the business, let's see if that will connect because that's a little bit key, isn't it? It doesn't need to be a big road either, does it? Because we're not actually going to be using trucks for this. I don't think, anyway. I can't see a reason to use trucks. And if we have a road along here, that will give us a nice connection there. And we'll get a nice curve. Is this pleasant or is it too steep? It's rather nice, isn't it? Just a little road down to the steel mill there. There we go. And we can just hook back in like that, and then it looks like it's supposed to be. There we go. Well, you know what I can afford here? Just a little bit of official episode. A minor piece of official episode. Just there we go. Lovely. It didn't cost us too much, did it? No, lots of official episode. In fact, I'm just going to go for it. There we go. Just take that off. Just take the edge off a little bit. This should be at, what was it, 14 meters, meaning we can go flat all the way up to Palmdale there and rejoin our other line, meaning this this just stays perfectly flat. We might even have a little tunnel through there just to mix up the scenery a little bit. As long as we don't take too much of the curve out. It would be nice to go down and meet it. How much of a tunnel can we have? I mean, a little tunnel next to a town wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? It would kind of cut down some of the noise. I believe that works, doesn't it? In Transport Fever. Tunnels reduce the noise. Yeah. So if we have a nice... Is that perfectly straight? There. If we have a nice perfectly straight tunnel just there, we don't have to worry about grades on this either. That's going to be lovely. So this is going to block some of our noise. Should they build out this way. And we're going to curve. I guess take the inside all the way round. That's our stone, isn't it? Coming down there. I don't mind them holding up the odd truck here and there. That's steeper than I thought. I thought this was flat. We've got kind of a valley going on here, haven't we? We might even be able to bridge that over our road. Yeah, because that kind of goes up and then back down. Yeah, there's a bit of a valley thing going on. It's definitely up to 14 there, though. We should be at 14 here. I'm going to double check. I'm not sure now. Yes, we're at 14. What's this valley? It goes down to like 6 meters. Yeah, 6 meters-ish. Follow it down 4 meters, 3 meters. It gets very close to sea level there. That's an interesting lay of the land, isn't it? It's almost like floodplains, but it would come down. Well, I guess it would come down through there if that was at 0 as well. All right. We want to be up there then. That's higher, isn't it? Yeah, can we keep curving then? We can redo this road though, can't we? We don't have to worry about that. So I like the idea of the tunnel. We're going to keep that. That makes sense. To block some of the noise. This is going to come round though. Oh, we can't. I'd like to keep it at 75 if possible. If we can go up there, we've got to kind of hit that angle anyway. This is the inside track, isn't it? Yeah, so that's going to dictate whether the outside track's going to be fast enough or not. Just there. Would that make us a bridge if we can continue over here? I think it might. If we delete this road, we could maybe have a little bit of a bridge here. Just something to improve the scenery around here. Little bits of bridge work and tunnels and stuff. Yeah, I like that. Alright then, so what sort of height do we need to be at? That goes up and down, doesn't it? We can't go too far down because we've got sea level not far away. But if we can make that a bit of a bridge there and have our road cross just on that side, because that way we can stay this side and have our track come around that side and we can straighten up their main connection a little bit for them. It depends if this makes a nice bridge. I think it should. Yeah, there we go. Nice bridge there, and nice and straight as well. And we'll use that one. Yeah, mainly because of the speed. It'll be more useful for longer. There we go. And then we can curve up because we will meet the terrain up here again. So we've just got a little bit of an embankment going on, a nice bridge, and then we can rejoin the road and it'll join under here. Yeah, I mean, I'm spending a fortune, I've just realised, but I like it. Regardless, that's what we're doing. We're spending a fortune on infrastructure already. That didn't take long, did it? Right, official episode the side of that. And this, we need that looking sturdy, don't we? I mean, that side, it should be about the same height anyway. We'll take the scariness off that a little bit, so it's not going to just sink. There we go. Get that, that's fine. I'm spending way too much on this here. Shall we say required, though? I sort of like the idea. We might as well go under the bridge. Oh, do you know, we could kind of go under either side. Would that work? Let's delete that back. We can have an interesting branch, couldn't we, on the road? Not like that, though. I do want you to go round like that, but does it look okay? Well, it's kind of pleasant. It's a bit bumpy, but that's fine. Will that branch off? It will. I mean, I don't mind that. Yeah, there's no bumps. And so the main road splits off and then heads round. Up. Oh dear, that's an interesting bridge. Not sure about it, but it's given me some ideas for other things. Okay, then you can head that way. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. That'll do, though. Don't do any more to it. It's fine. And then we can start heading up that way. There you go. I think what's going to happen here is we're going to accidentally make a triangle, aren't I? Of sorts. Well, not quite, but sort of. Because that can go up there, and then we have another road connecting. Excessive. None of that was necessary. Yes, it was. It was necessary in my mind. There we go. You go up that way. Then we have another road branch off into there. I guess just like up that end would be nice. If we can make that work. Is it flat up here? I think it is, isn't it? So that can continue off that way. Is what I'm hoping. Is that... that's a connection to a different type of road, isn't it? Yeah, so we need that there. Well, we can make this section flat. After that bit there. And then that will give us a better junction. Make it flat and straight. It'll be easier to deal with then. So that we can come off like that. Over to the main road. Because that's a main connection up there. I don't think this will ever be needed. But why not? I don't think it's made a meal up there. No, that's pleasant. We don't need that there, do we? We'll get all that smoothed off a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Official episode a lot today. We'll probably do something with this. Allow it to go and eat into the side a little bit, so it's got a bit of a rock face to it. I like it. This doesn't need to be all bumpy under here though. Stop spending money on beautification. We'll put some trees in here. Although that doesn't cost money, does it? In the game. Does planting trees cost money in Transport Fever? I don't think it does. We're going to curve out that way a little bit because we need to curve in to the station there. So we'll give us a bit of a turning angle. Right, now down here, we've got to do a bit more because I've had a strange idea to have a platform over this side, which might serve as well if we do connect. Where are we? If we do go... Yeah, if we do connect up to Phoenix, across this section of river, up along the side, then we've got an entry point, haven't we, for our big freight hub that we're going to have up there. I like it. Right, yeah, think way ahead in the future that we absolutely can't afford at the moment. But we will have a similar setup then to what we've got up at Palmdale, where we've got our platforms on this side. However, on this one, select freight, we are going to mirror this and have it all set up with the main line going down the middle. But we're not going to have any scenery for this one. I don't think. We might have some... Yeah, we might have some shunting track like at the other end there instead. But this needs to be actual station track. The middle bits don't have to be. Because they are the main line through lines. Although this is turning into a bit of a branch, isn't it? Up to Montgomery with the main line might go that way. Joining into the... Oh yeah, don't do that. Joining into the eastern corridor. The east corridor. Yeah, I like it. Except for these little segments it makes. Unless you go past it. I guess that works, doesn't it? Can I do that with this one? Otherwise, we're left with... Look at the state of that. I don't know why it does that. I really don't. It's very bizarre, isn't it? Yeah, that was a recent addition. When they brought in modular stations, the tracks didn't know what to do. But there we go. We go past the end. And then we don't have to worry about millions of segments on our track there. There we go. Beautiful. That actually behaves a little better now when you take it past the end. Before it sometimes would and sometimes wouldn't. But that seems to be fixed. So we need to go meet up with our other piece of track up here. Did we need to curve at all? I don't think we did we? No, we just need to get rid of this road. This is a better angle than I thought. That's nice. We need to get rid of that though, as I'd like the track to take priority here. But we can take that back and probably not have that aggressive curve at the end there. In fact, it might be worthwhile seeing what the game does with this. Will it make a pleasant 75? It's perfect, isn't it? That's ideal. Yeah, we've kind of got the right angle coming off after the bridge there to make that a nice gentle S up to the station. Have I connected to the right bit? Beautiful. We're having it. Well, do you know, that was painless. I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, we're not done, but that was okay, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll have a bit of extra track up here because we may have longer trains than the platforms, and accept the fact that it's going to be slower at loading and unloading with the new style. We're also going to keep that at 50. I like the 50 idea. As long as that one's 50, which it is. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, what do we want here? Do we want to put a diamond in the middle, or do we want to kind of have it staggered? I'm going to stagger it at 50 if it looks okay. We could have a diamond in the middle. I'm not keen on it. We've got plenty of room, haven't we? That's the thing. And you'll see why in a second. That's going to be 50 as well. So our controlling signal for this... Did I leave enough room in there? I did. We could have either a controlling signal here or there. So it reserves the track into that side. And blocks this off. But if we just have a signal up here, I think that'd be fine, wouldn't it? Yeah. In fact, we could have 3 there, can't we? Because we've got the bit that turns off there, and we've also got the bit that turns off into the station. So we can get this signal just there. Is that the right side? Yes, it is. Is it one way? No, you need to be one way there. There we go. One of those is going to be for the station on the north side-ish, and one for the south side, and one for the main line. I like it. And then we've got an excuse to use one of those. Again, we could have a signal going across here, couldn't we? A gantry, not a signal. Yeah, we could have a gantry going across there. I'm not sure on this wiggle you've put in here. It doesn't look pretty. We could actually move that up a little bit further, couldn't we? It doesn't have to be perfect like that. We could send it up so it's smoother to just after that point, I think. Yeah, like that. Is that a bit better? Yeah, I like that. That's nice. And what we'll do is we'll make use of alternative platforms by having them both stop this side. So when they're coming off the track, they scoot off into here, and some or most times they won't be coming in together if we time it right. So if the platform is busy, we'll send it across traffic. Otherwise, then what's happening is when you come out, you are waiting for traffic more than likely because of the speed of the mainline trains. And in fact, we could put the signal back here. We'll see. Are we good? Yeah, once we hook this road back up, we're good, aren't we? Yeah, we're done. That's nice. Right, let's get you connected so you're not complaining. And let's have it curvy because that looked awful. And just follow the terrain, I think. We'll be fine. Yeah, you can run... You're sorted at the same height there. It's begging for like a little stream down there, isn't it? Yeah. I would like you to probably go a bit lower. And then curve round and then back in up here. Yeah, I like that. There's a bit of greenery between the track there. We continue the road on. We probably won't have this little wiggle in eventually once we upgrade our roads. Do I? Yeah, sure. Official episode. There we go. Can't help it. Just spend all our money. We'll tidy all of this up. It'll look like it's supposed to be there. I mean, it kind of is begging for a little stream to run up there, but where does it go? I don't know. It could just end, couldn't it? Up here, like a little pond or something. I don't know what it would do this end, though. Right, that's way into the future, because you can't afford this at the moment. What are you complaining about now? Not sure. Oh, you're not finished the road here. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Not unless they decide they would like to go cross-country. Which they won't. No. Unfortunately, because that would be kind of cool. Proper dirt roads. There we go. Bring that up there. I think everybody's happy now. Are you all happy? Yes, you've got your connection. In fact, this bit's a little bit nicer for you. A little bit quicker. So we'll actually gain line rate. I should have checked. But we're going to gain some line rate there. Can I play it? I guess we should repay this, shouldn't we? Are we in a position to buy at least one train today before we end? I think we might be. In fact, yes. Can we set it up? It's going to be a bit scarce on signalling at the moment. But if we just put one on, we've got a signal there. If we just put one on, perhaps the coal train, it's got to run further. That'll make us the most money. We'll need a bit more blocking here as we're joining other trains, aren't we, on a different line. And I'd like them to keep moving. We are eventually going to have this come across, aren't we, again, going back over that way. And it will be out quite a way. So I would like that possibly up here. Depends how quick we can get it. 60? 60 sounds fine. And then that's going to branch somewhere level here out to, out to the station track, which would be that one, wouldn't it? That would be coming up like that. And then that can branch, I guess level here would be fine, depending on the speed. 59, there we go, that's nice. There, it's starting to come together, guys. Love it. If we have that continue up there, that's unfortunate. That wouldn't happen. I guess this one can be shorter. We can make this work, I think. This one can be a little shorter and head in just there. It doesn't need to be any sort of speed because it's fake. Nothing's actually happening. We're just going to put some of those on. But we do have this set up. I did go ahead and paint some of the grass away. Obviously not where we just did, with some, where's our paint tools? With some ballast in the rocky selection. There we go, get that all painted up. It needs a bit of official episode up there as well. Just to weed it all down here. Is that right? Yeah, there's a lot of tracks going on here. It's beautiful. Right, do we want to smooth that? Yeah, I would like that. Looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Don't like it how it was. This is going to be the actual station platform, isn't it? Yeah, so we'd have to delete that up to there and redo that as actual station. But we've got the bit going on up here, which was important for me. And then we've got the end of the platform. These will be staggered signals. I don't mind that. It'll be a single signal probably on here, just to mix things up over there. And now that can be 3. And it doesn't need to be that one either. It can be down here. And similar to what we have down at the steel mill, we can have that there, can't we now? Yeah, one to cross over early. It may well wiggle here sometimes, but we can do some waypoints to make sure that doesn't happen and give it a fixed route and use some scenery there as well as a waypoint. There we go. Right, yeah, let's get this built then. I'm going to set up the line, guys. A new line. We're going to go from just there, Palmdale North, which you are indeed Palmdale North. We should probably name it something better. Down to Palmdale East. I mean, correct. We'll colour that coaly colour. And you can see there where it's made our little bumblebee type effect. We've got the 2 lines joining. And through the tunnel, we're going to have to think about some signalling too, aren't we? Some blocking. And then we branch off there on our oil train. Not our oil train, our fuel train. And our coal train will continue all the way down to the steel mill there. And we'll get some blocking done, I think, next time out. And we'll just take a ride on it this time. Is that everything? I think so. We should wait. Oh, no. What have we not done? You're not connected, are you? But we can set this up. We'll stick that to infinity. Full load any. Although I may send it off just for the outro so we can ride it. But we won't wait until it's got anything on. We'll just send it. And yes, full load any's fine. Yeah, I mean, you can only take coal. So it's a little bit pointless doing any of that. And you don't want to pick up anything there. Don't load anything. Just unload your coal there. Maybe later we could do something else. So this will be the Palmdale coal freight. There we go. I like it. We might as well set this up though. Yeah, we've got a little bit of time left in the episode. This needs to happen anyway. New line. We'll have you run from there to there. And we'll call you that. I don't know what to call that. Palmdale coal. I don't know. What do we call that? Coal. Coal stuff. Yes, I need to think about that. That's silly. Coal haulage. I'll just call it that for now. Haulage makes me think of long journeys, though. This isn't haulage, is it? I don't know what that would be. As a forklift driver, I'm embarrassed because that does have a name when it's like a short run like that. It'd be forget about it, Grand. Just get it all set up for now. Right, let's get a couple of trucks on here just so we can trigger the coal mine. We'll get the train on as well. Right, buy vehicles. We'll take out a loan to buy our train. I think we can afford a train. We could have these. I'm just going to stick with these though. Keep things simple. They do better speed. 2? I think 2 will be fine. Just to get us going. And we'll colour them the coal colour. There we go. And get you on the coal haulage. Which, answers down in the comments, please. What's a better name for that? I'll kick myself when I see it written down. If anybody can think of a better name for this situation. Other than excessive. Right. Train. Can we build a consist? Not with that much money. Can we borrow enough to build a consist? It doesn't need to be massive, does it? I don't know how much these cost. How much do you cost? Obviously, we don't want tankers on the back, but just as a rough idea, details, running costs are ridiculous. Oh, 9 million. Well, how many you got on? How many wagons do you have? 14? Do you reckon we can get away with that? Let's hope that the bins are cheaper that we're sticking on the back of this. That's not the name of them. Well played. I don't know why I called them bins. There's a big electric train there, but we're not having it. Loco. We'll just keep you default colour. I know we're all Mikado at the moment, but like I said, we're going to have some bigger engines running the main line once we double up. Cargo. What are you called? You're not called bins, gondolas. There we go. Bins. We might as well colour them. Coaly colour. How many do we need? 14. Can I type 14 in? No, I've done this before. That's the quantity for these, isn't it? Would be buying 14 consists. No, there's no way to ask for 14 of these. I'm pretty sure. Right. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, that many. That's how many we can have. They're pricey. These are more expensive. I wonder if they carry more. Do they? These have a capacity of 12. No, they have a capacity of 12 as well. I don't know. We just get ripped off with gondolas. I think they're bigger, aren't they? More steel going on. Well, there we go. We're going to be making steel, so maybe we can just use our own. That's not a thing. Just buy it, Grand. You can afford it. Well, here's the thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we missed. We haven't. Go. Just put it on the line. Guys, we did it. We can finally hit play. We are broke, though. But impressively, it was almost exactly enough money that we had with our trains coming in and building all of it too. Up to the Palmdale East. Yeah, Palmdale Steel Mill there. And we've got a nice place to cross here, I think. We could even make a Y. I don't know why we would make a Y and have 2 bridges, but we could if we wanted to. I do like this angle. And then heading up to Montgomery, like hugging the side of the embankment there, trying to get our height. and then possibly a little circle round here. Depends what height we've got up as we make our way up there, because we can only go up at, what was it, a 3% grade, I think we limited. So we're going to ride this guy a little ways, at least. We shouldn't get in the way of any traffic to start with. We're going to signal this all up a little more. But for now, are we good? Are we good? Okay guys, we've just pulled into Palmdale North. However, we're going to continue. I quickly saved it and then changed the line so it doesn't wait till full. So at the beginning of the next episode, we'll be waiting for our coal, which, spoilers, it has started taking some coal down to the station. We will get suitable storage set up for that coal and make sure that this train can pick up a full load without it going over the limit of the station. Combined with the warehousing, we've got a little run up to the main line. We can just see the oil over there as well, waiting for us heading north. But yes, things are starting to change, aren't they? It's becoming busier, which I like. And we're going to get iron underway next time out, which will give us steel. And with that steel, we'll decide what we're going to do with it. There are some uses for it fairly close, I believe. I think we can get it underway, perhaps. We'll have to look into it. But we've got to think about commats as well, because we have a bit more of a track, don't we? We can head up to Montgomery and get commats delivered to Montgomery at least. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that one, guys. We actually had an official episode today. And until next time, take care.